Now that brings me to a point because about this whole idea about winning and losing. Is it possible for a judge to, after hearing all the evidence, so let's say that I'm the plaintiff and I'm suing for $35,000 and you're like, well, no, 35,000, I think it's more like 15. Like you can do that. So it could be not like a total win or lose. It could be a decision based on what support.
Yes. Certainly, whatever damages, you can claim whatever damages you want.
Right.
In small claims court, you will not get more than $35,000.
Right.
And you're right. Every damage assessment is based on the evidence of damage, right? So you can say that leaky roof cost me $35,000. Right. But if in actual fact you only paid $7,000 to get the damage repaired and to get the roof redone, that's what'll come back to you. Yeah.
But will you still be called a winner? Like even though you're suing for 35 and the judge said, no, you really should just get 7,000, but you're still considered to be the winner, right?
Well, you have a judgment, right? You have a judgment in that sum. Your case was your case was granted, right? Your order was granted, and you have a judgment for $7,000.
And then
so
your cost of
in that sense, I don't, but what it does is say, yes, the court agrees that this person owes you $7,000.
Right. And you will get some cost award.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Now, at small claims, that's the other thing, and that's another good reason to settle. I'm glad you brought that up. Where you are using a representative, either paralegal or lawyer, the costs regime in small claims doesn't permit very large costs awards. So you might wind up paying quite a bit in paralegal or legal fees. In the courts above us, in the full-time court, or courts overseen by full-time judges, the cost regime is different, and you will get back quite a bit more of the fees that you pay to your lawyer, right? In small claims, you really won't. So it's very much to your benefit to sort of compromise and settle as much as you can, right? One, it makes your trial shorter, which means your lawyer has spent less time in court, always important. But the second thing is it makes it easier for the judge to decide. So whatever issue you can settle before you come to court, before you come for a trial, the more the better, right? Oh, you're right, I didn't pay $35,000 for that, I only paid $7,000, right? You're right, I only have documents here that say I paid $7,000. It felt like $35,000, but it was only $7,000. So you're right, my claim's for $7,000. And then the other party might say to you, well, I don't mind paying that.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. It's always
as opposed to you saying, I demand $35,000. Right? Yes. What choice does that leave the other side? Right? Yeah. So all those things are things you can do. You can settle right up until the time, right before the judgment's issued. You can settle. You can settle anytime you want. If you come into a trial and you feel that your evidence did not go well, for example, when you were cross-examined, the other side established that you only paid $7,000 and not $35,000, right? You can go outside and say, you're right, it was $7,000.
So you could sell, even though trial has started, that doesn't stop you from selling.
Will you pay me the $7,000?
Then the trial's just adjourned.
Yep.
Now, what happens if the parties went through the whole trial and you've gone off to deliberate?
To think. Yes. That's right.
Can they still settle when you've heard? Wow. Okay.
Yep.
That is really good to know because.
And then they would tell the court clerk, right? Oh, we've reached an agreement. She would come back and tell me in chambers.
I think that's good news to everyone. Usually, settlement is actually I see settlement as a win.
So do I. I see it as a win for both sides.
Yes. Yes.
Because they've saved themselves a day at small claims court.
Yeah.
Which means if they have representatives, they don't have to pay for that day. Yeah. Right. So even if you don't get every dollar you wanted, right, the savings you can add to the dollars you got.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me here today, Justice Criger. So thank you everyone for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you at the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.